Hey, hi, my name is Punyawat Jongseerison, and this is my MQBS 1030 Assessment 3 on solving business problem. So let's get started. So the business problem that I'll be doing today is how can cafe understand external factors such as temperature, day, and month that'll be influencing their sales. And this one is trying to help the local cafe to optimize their staffing and inventory. Hold on. Okay, so to find this out, I came up with the sample data set from 2024 or last year. The data sets include variables such as average temperature of that day of the week, month, hot and cold drink sales, total customer, and total revenue. After the research, I found that the average price for the coffee is around 6 to 9. So in this data set, it will be around that. So moving on to the first theory, I applied demand and supply, which explain how changes in external factors shift the market demand. In this case, when the weather gets cooler, the demands for hot drinks increase. When it's hotter, the demand shift toward the iced coffee or iced drinks. Day of the week also affect the demand. The weekdays are driven by customer buying morning coffee, while the weekends see slower but steadier sales throughout the day. All these are the examples of non-price demand shift. For cafe managers or the owner, understanding this theory helps the staff scheduling and control and to be able to control the inventory. This can be like ordering more milk or ordering more ice during the summer or more takeaway cups during the winter. The second framework is elasticity, which measure how responsiveness sales are to change in another factors. In this case, I'm doing the temperature. Measure how, sorry for that. Change in sales for the 1 degree Celsius change in temperature. This help predict how much demand shift when the external condition change. This is useful for forecasting or scheduling flexible staff when demand is elasticity, so more people during the cooler temperature. Okay. And the next one would be the concept of customer and producer choice, which also support the elasticity framework there. Customers choose drink that bring them the most satisfaction based on the weather. So when it's cold weather, so they choose hot drinks, and when it's warm, they decided to go for like the cool beverages. The producer or the cafe owner respond to those patterns to maximize the profit and reduce waste. Together, these theories explain not just what happened, but why customer preferences and cafe action shift with the condition or the weather and temperature. Sorry. Oops. Yeah. For the business analytics, I use regression. The model examine how revenue changes based on temperature, hot drink, and cold drinks. The result were the temperature coefficient is negative 7.07, meaning that with the increase of 1 degree Celsius, they lose around $7. And for hot drinks, the coefficient is positive 6.77. On the other hand, cold drinks coefficient is positive 8.66. This tell us that the revenue mainly come from the drink sales, but the temperature indirectly influence revenue by shifting which drinks people buy, so people decide hot or cold drinks. For the cafe regression helps quantify the relationship between temperature and sales during the turning the theory into numerical evidences. And also the next one, then I use pivot tables and chart to visualize patterns across months. The pivot table shows the average revenue and the drink sales by month. The cooler months or the winter season during June to August have the highest revenue monthly for hot drinks. For the summer during December to February, you can see that people buy more cold drinks. The weekend show higher average spending per customer compared to weekday because during the weekend people tend to more relaxing, so they'll stay in the cafe longer. For cafe management, this tool make it easier to see pattern quickly, and they can adjust the operation. Like they can hiring new staff or extra staff for the summer rushes, or stock more hot beverages for the winter. And the last one is summary statistics to understand the overall performance. This one I'll try to focus more on the weekly data. The average daily revenue is around $210, showing a steady customer base. The standard deviation show moderate va- variation, but sorry, variation, meaning that daily sales are very predictable. Friday has the highest average sales, probably due to like the end of the week routine where people try to relax. These numbers help identify stable patterns and predictable peaks, which are useful for budgeting, inventory, and management stuff. Managing stuff. When combined with economic theory, these statistics support the idea that while price stay constant, demand fluctuated due to the temperature and day factors. Lastly, in conclusion, the analysis confirmed that temperature, day, and season have clear impact on coffee sales. The combination of economic theory and data analytics provide both explanation and evidence. For theory like demand and supply and elasticity, explain why behavior changes. Tool like regression pivot table and summary statistics show how and when those changes happen. Reflecting on this project, I strengthened my ability to use data analytics tools to support economic theory with evidence, to communicate the insights clearly, and definitely have the evidence to support my theory. These skills are directly relevant to roles like business analytics, operation, or planner, where making where I can make decision based on the data. All right, so thank you for listening.